What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a nice day and all. So, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about Ultimate Alliance 2, and I'm just going to be like reflecting on the past and like my experiences on it now. So, yeah, one day I was just randomly thinking about it, and I was wondering if I should like return to the game or not and experience it again. So I downloaded it on my laptop, and I played around with it. So like this game, it came out in 2009, so I was about 7 or 8 years old when it came out. So I was really young. I didn't know what I was doing. I did in fact beat the game when I was younger. It just took me longer, and I played it on like an easier difficulty. So like I was missing out on the full experience. So I thought, like, now I'm like better at games and I know what I'm doing now, so I thought that I should come back and visit it. So yeah, let me show you my experience with Ultimate Alliance 2 after I returned to it.
Me and my two niggas be like Ed and Eddie. I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly.
Alright, so first off, I'm just going to be talking like going over like a brief overview of the story. So basically, Nick Fury, Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, and Wolverine in the first level, they all go to Latveria to take out Lucia von Bardes. And that is like a villain in the comics if you haven't known. So yeah, they go around defeating all of these villains that were being advanced by the Tinkerer. They had like all these special upgrades and whatnot. Defeat the Tinkerer. Bardes, she had like this little boat that was going around like shooting like energy blasts at civilians that were offshore. So so yeah, after all of the heroes beat them, the Shield rolled out the Registration Act, and this act, of course, split the heroes in half because for the Registration Act, you would have to give up your secret identity, and it would like restrict like when you would go out and like save people and stuff like that. So you would just be like a soldier or whatnot. So yeah, of course, this like split up all of the heroes, and I forgot to mention that this is basically kind of like this Civil War line storyline that happens in the comics. So yeah, so the players like choose to pick a side, like either registration or non-registration. Registration, you know, has heroes like Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Songbird. Captain America's side, which is non-registration, they just refuse to go against the act. They're going against like Shield, the government, and whatnot. That is like Captain America, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist, people like that. So yeah, Iron Man's side, actually, to aid themselves in the war, they would use villains and control them with these little small robots called nanites, and these nanites would take over their minds basically, and like just like have like their like powers and stuff, but like they would be under their control. It's kind of hard to explain, but like you kind of see what I'm saying. So like all of those like nanites, they create a faction called the Fold. And the Fold is basically created in order to like spread out like to everybody. So like it just branches out on its own, and both sides team up in order to like take down the Fold. So I thought that honestly that this was a unique twist to the Civil War storyline, because I know that this didn't happen in the comics. But like the idea about the Fold and stuff and where they have to come together, I thought that was really cool. As you can see, like Nick Fury, he was taking over at a Fold, and he had like this nanite armor, and he was able to use like the heroes' abilities and stuff. I thought that was really cool, but I'll get in like the characters later. And I didn't really pay like much attention to the story when I was a kid, but because like I just wanted to play the game. But now I could like really appreciate how like well thought out of a story this was.
Me and my two niggas be like Ed and Eddie. I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly.
Alright, so the gameplay is really simple. It's basically like co-op orientated, but you can still play it by yourself. So it's basically like a 4-player like beat 'em up type of game where like all 4 players are on the screen at once and they're just beating up a bunch of people. Like when you play by yourself, you still have like the bots to support you because like they're like essential in order for like most of the game mechanics to work. So like one of the game mechanics would be like the fusion attacks where 2 players would like use like their powers together in order to take out like a massive amount of enemies. I thought that was really cool. You have the healing tokens that you could use to like revive fallen heroes. I didn't really get to use those when I was a kid because like I played it on easy and I would never die. So yeah, you got the healing tokens. After you finish levels, you go to a hub area. Like I know if you pick Tony Stark's side, it's Stark Tower. Then if you pick Captain America's side, it's like an underground like Hydra tunnel or whatever, because like they have to go into like the abandoned Hydra areas. And then you at the end of the game you go to like Wakanda because that's where like the final battles are. So yeah, you have the hub areas. You can go around and like look at the collectibles that you've picked up. Like the collectibles are basically like information on like different Marvel characters like that are in that universe. Like I know like it's a lot of like obscure like heroes that you can learn about and all that. Like this dude named Speedball. I haven't heard of Speedball. Like I don't know. Forgive me if if like that's an important character or whatever, but I haven't heard of him at all. But yeah, like it's drop in, drop out co-op. The game modes are like really simple. It's basically like campaign. You play the campaign online, and then you do simulations, like training exercises that are designed like for you to go through. So yeah, and then there are 4 powers that the character can access. But they have to be like unlocked as you go on, and then you can use like the like power points that you pick up throughout the game to upgrade your character. You can either do it like automatically or you can do it yourself. I tried to do it myself like sometimes, but then like I don't know, I would just like lose track and just forget about it.
Me and my two niggas be like Ed and Eddie. I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly.
Alright, so there are many characters that are involved in this game, both like NPCs and then actual like playable characters. I appreciate the character roster. So like some of the most important like characters that were involved in the Civil War storyline are included in the game. So like the characters that they actually focus around the most, like I say, would probably be characters like Iron Man, Captain America, Mr. Fantastic, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Soundbird. Soundbird I thought was a weird choice to me, but like oh well. Like she like really pushed for the Pro Registration Act, so I can't complain. There are like actually a couple villains in the game. Like I know initially it was like basically just like Green Goblin and Venom, but after they like broke free from the fold, they were able to work with the heroes because like they were being controlled by the fold and they didn't like that, so they just wanted to take down the fold too. Actually at the end of the game, Nick Fury, I said this earlier, Nick Fury, he has like his like fold state as a bonus character, and I thought that was really cool because like has like moves from like A-Bomb and Jean Grey, stuff like that. Like I never noticed that when I was a kid. That was pretty cool. And then there are like DLC characters such as Black Panther, Carnage, Magneto, and Juggernaut. I like how they added more villains to the game to give it some more variety, and I thought Black Panther was a really cool addition in the game because he was initially in the game like as an NPC, I believe. I can't remember if he was an NPC or not, but like he was like he had dialogue in the game, and like we were in Wakanda and stuff. So I couldn't believe that they didn't put him in, but I guess DLC was a good choice. So yeah, and like all characters can be unlocked by like completing the story except for like 3 characters. I believe it's the Hulk, Thor, and Jean Grey. Yeah, you gotta go through all the levels and pick up some collectibles. But I say like you're better off like just using the cheat codes to unlock them, because like if you miss like some of the things, you can't like go back and replay levels. You gotta like restart the whole game. So unless you're restarting the whole game for a certain reason, I wouldn't go back and unlock Hulk and Thor and Jean Grey, because that is like way too tedious.
Me and my 2 niggas, we like Ed and Eddie. I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly.
Man, you guys don't understand how like nostalgic it was for me to play this game again, man. I had like so much fun with this game when I was a kid. Again, I was only like 7 or 8 years old, and I was like really into superheroes. So when I found out that you could play as like some of like the coolest Marvel superheroes like all at once on a team, I knew that that was going to be one of my favorite games, and it always will be. So yeah, again, I wasn't like too skilled at games back then. I used to play it on easy, so I like felt that I could like just like go through the game no problem. I was chilling. But like I don't know, I don't like that like type of game experience no more, where like I just go through and win. Like I want an actual challenge. I replayed that game so many times, man, because I was easily entertained when I was a child. Like I don't know, man, like for some reason I like beat the game in less than a week when I played it again. But like back when I was a kid, it felt like I played it way longer. It took way longer to finish. I don't know. Maybe I have more time now or something. No, that's not true. I do not have more time. But like when I was a kid, it felt like it took forever for me to beat the game. I beat it many times, but I'm just saying, man, it's weird. And again, I didn't like really care about like the story. I would just like go and like unlock characters, be like, oh well, this is cool, I wonder what he's doing here or whatever, or like, oh, it's another bad guy, time for me to beat him up or something like that. And then I would like usually pick up collectibles if I see them. I remember as a kid I would like briefly go through the collectibles, like read them for a second. I was kind of interested in like who some of the characters were, but I just wouldn't watch the cutscenes because, you know, it would be getting in the way of like me actually playing the like game. Like I would go through the like collectibles and stuff like during the hub world or whatever. So yeah, I thought this game was like really fun as a kid, and it will like forever be one of my favorite games.
Me and my 2 niggas, we like Ed and Eddie. I'm Zach, you AC, that Jesse and Kelly.
Alright guys, that's pretty much all I really have to say. So I'm sorry if I wasn't really funny or whatever in this video. It's like hard for me to like be funny when I'm trying to like express a point or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I was just me like talking about my past experience and whatnot, and let me know if you guys ever played this game before, and if you did, like tell me like how far you got and stuff like that, and like just give me like your own like retrospective in the comments if you could say that. So just let me know if like you want me to do more of these. I could probably do like some more of these like of old games I played, like some of the old Spider-Man games or whatever. If you want me to like do that, then let me know. If you want me to actually do gameplays of old games and then put up a retrospective, that would be if like that would be something you guys want to see, just let me know. I'm probably gonna put out some more gameplays pretty soon. I don't know why I didn't like, I don't know, gameplays are way easier to make. That's just these, I just come up with ideas and I just instantly want to do them. So yeah, I'll probably like I'll do my best to upload more, but I've been really busy lately, so I don't know if I can get to that or whatever. So just thank you for watching, and thank you for all of the support lately. I appreciate all the new subscribers coming to my channel. That freaking Shadow of Mordor video helped me out, man. So thank you all, thanks for watching, and make sure you like engage with my video or whatever, I don't know. So see you guys.